In this lesson, we will explore the concept of minimum viable products, or MVPs. An MVP is the simplest version of a product that includes just enough features to satisfy early adopters and validate a product idea. It allows product teams to test assumptions about the product's features, usability, and market demand without committing significant resources. MVPs are a core part of lean product development strategies, helping teams iterate quickly, minimize waste, and focus on delivering value to customers. For product managers, understanding how and when to use MVPs is crucial for effective decision-making and risk management. An MVP is essential because it allows product teams to learn quickly from real customers. Rather than investing time and money building a full-featured product, an MVP focuses on delivering the minimum features that solve the key problems for early users. This iterative process enables teams to validate their product concept and adjust accordingly before scaling. By focusing on only the core features, you minimize risks and reduce time to market. Ultimately, the goal of an MVP is to gather feedback and insights that help refine the product, ensuring it meets real user needs. An MVP contains the core features necessary to meet the immediate needs of its users. The key elements of an MVP include identifying the product's value proposition, developing the minimum set of features, and ensuring that the product can be tested by users as quickly as possible. The focus is not on perfection, but on proving that the product can solve a problem for users. By limiting the scope, MVPs help product managers prioritize what truly matters, enabling faster iterations and reducing wasted resources on unnecessary features. An MVP is distinct from a full product in that it includes only the essential features required to solve a key problem. In full product development, you would include all features that customers might desire, while an MVP focuses only on the core value proposition. By stripping down the product to its most basic form, MVPs minimize time and investment while still allowing product managers to validate hypotheses about user needs, market fit, and product functionality before scaling. This approach reduces risk and prevents teams from spending resources on features that may not be needed. Using an MVP offers numerous benefits for product development. It allows teams to launch products more quickly, reducing the time to market. By testing with real customers, you gain valuable insights that help you make informed decisions about the product's future. MVPs also minimize waste by focusing only on essential features, ensuring that resources are used effectively. Finally, by gathering feedback early in the development cycle, product managers can pivot or iterate based on what users actually need, rather than what was assumed during initial planning stages. Many successful products began as MVPs. For example, Dropbox started with a simple video demonstrating how its file sharing system worked. This MVP didn't include all the features of the final product, but it allowed the company to validate interest and test the core functionality. Similarly, Airbnb started by renting air mattresses in their apartment to test the demand for short-term rental services. These examples show how an MVP doesn't have to be feature-rich. It just needs to validate the core idea before scaling up. Defining the core features of an MVP is a critical step in the development process. To do so, first identify the product's value proposition. What problem does it solve for users? Next, determine the key features that directly support that value. Avoid including anything that doesn't directly contribute to solving the problem. Once the core features are defined, focus on delivering them as quickly as possible to start testing with real users. The goal is to validate assumptions, not to create a perfect product. The MVP development process involves several stages: defining the product concept, identifying the core features, building a simple prototype, and testing with real users. After the initial MVP is launched, product teams gather feedback and insights, which inform future iterations. The key to success with MVPs is iteration. After each round of testing, the product is refined to better meet user needs. This continuous cycle of testing and improving ensures that the product evolves in the right direction, based on real-world data rather than assumptions. While developing an MVP, product managers should avoid several common mistakes. One mistake is including too many features early on. Remember, an MVP is meant to be minimal. It should only include the core features necessary to validate the product concept. Another mistake is neglecting to gather sufficient user feedback. Listening to early users is essential to refine the product. Finally, don't ignore market research. An MVP should be designed based on real user problems, not just assumptions about what might work. The core purpose of an MVP is to validate key assumptions about your product. Whether it's testing user interest, usability, or market demand, the MVP approach allows you to quickly gather data. This early validation helps you confirm whether the problem you're solving is real and whether users are willing to pay for your solution. By testing assumptions early, product managers can make more informed decisions and avoid wasting resources on features or products that don't meet real customer needs. The iterative nature of MVPs means that after launching the initial version, it's important to gather user feedback and refine the product accordingly. Iteration is the process of improving the product based on real user experiences, ensuring that it becomes more aligned with customer needs over time. With each iteration, the product should become more refined and focused, addressing pain points and adding value to the user experience. Zappos started as an MVP when the founders tested the concept of selling shoes online. Instead of investing in inventory, they simply took pictures of shoes from local stores and posted them on a website. When customers made a purchase, Zappos would buy the shoes from the store and ship them. This MVP approach helped validate the idea of selling shoes online before committing to inventory or building a full e-commerce platform. Once your MVP is validated and the key assumptions are confirmed, the next step is scaling. Scaling involves adding new features, enhancing user experience, and expanding your market reach. Insights from MVP testing guide these decisions, ensuring that further development is focused on areas that bring the most value. As the product grows, it should be built on a foundation of real customer needs and feedback to ensure it continues to meet user expectations. Building an MVP from scratch on Coursera, Lean Startup Methodology on Udemy, and Mastering MVP Development on LinkedIn Learning. These courses offer step-by-step guidance, case studies, and real-world examples to help you successfully implement MVPs in your own product development process. In conclusion, MVPs are an invaluable tool for product managers to validate product ideas, test assumptions, and gather valuable customer feedback before investing significant resources. By focusing on delivering the simplest version of your product and testing it with real users, you can reduce risk, improve your product's market fit, and ensure it meets customer needs. Understanding how to build and iterate on MVPs is key to building successful products in today's fast-paced market.